around through the triangle doesn't pay off, and that does force certain levels to be popular. With Yoa playing that mid Razor already has to go for the early plasma field, so Karl can actually just opt for the lane dominant build, you know, going for the dagger, going for the Scream of Pain. No need for the blink when there's no threat of the link. And that mid matchup for Yoa now just gets a bit slower at level 1. I think Karl understands he can harass out, use the dagger, regen some HP, and try to zone out Yoa to get that initial farm going in this matchup.
Absolutely, and of course down at the bot lane, we're looking at that right now. You've got Playhard and Xiao Yu against Whitemon and 23 Savage. In terms of this laning phase, John, it doesn't really feel like TNC have got the best way of slowing Savage down. And sure, you can kind of trickle away at his HP, but eventually he's just going to keep time walking away. And again, I kind of question what TNC does in this side lane to try and make T1's life a little bit more challenging.
It's that level 3 spike we're looking for, especially from the Darks here. You love to point it out, Mike. When they have that double Iron Shell at level 2, you can deal a lot of damage. And for a Void, it's a bit awkward. That's damage over time. It's not something that you can easily manage with your time walk, especially with the cooldowns at level 1. To be careful with this lane. If they don't get that running start for Shadow, he's going to be farming for a while.
He somehow avoided the impale there, John. Whitemon, he's out. Playhard barely surviving himself thanks to the stick charges. I don't know how Whitemon keeps doing this, but he survives another time. Keep in mind as well, he's holding on to all his skill points here on the Bane, so... Well, there you go. Eventually, he does get the Brain Sap because he does need the HP, but now Playhard's on the run. Poor old Playhard, again, just can't really get too much done in this laning phase. Is going to have to make his way back towards the Tier 1 tower. All things being said and done, John, looking like a very clean game so far for T1. When you look at the CS board as well, Cuckoo not really struggling whatsoever in the off lane. So you've got your safe lane on off lane going very well, and they're actually going to be able to hit him, so he's on the run now. Those skeletons are taunting Zephyr right now as he tries to get out of range. He's so close to dying, but he's going to be fine. They lose vision, they give up.
Yeah, it's just on edge, and T1 working every lane to near perfection. Playing so low on HP, Karl gonna get the bottle top up on mid, so he gets to hold that lane a bit longer. I think the only good news for TNC is that mid lane. You know, Razor's finding decent farm, decent levels coming through. Yoa is gonna hit level 6 soon. You've got the Tundra duo at play, but I don't know if they have enough to follow through here.
Well, Whitemon could be in trouble. Link is gonna be there. Kinetic field, way off the mark from Febby. He did not get the glimpse off either, so now the cooking back in. Karl, he lands it onto Yoa and takes him down. Just so darn easy right now, as T1 will go for a bit more. Onto Playhard, they'll find a double. And Karl's even got a DD rune waiting for him, John. But can you believe that? Everything going completely perfect.
That long cooldowns, you can still build, although Savage being dived here.
He is, but he looks like he's going to be just fine as mid lane now. Yoa may get caught out. Cookie's going to land there from Zephyr. They've got the Sonic Wave out. The third kill of the game already for Karl. XP, but it's not going to be so free while Cuckoo and Zephyr are around.
And it's going to be an issue. We talk about level 6 timings for supports. The Disruptor really needs that static storm as well. In fact, most of your team fight centers around that Disruptor.
It's a lot of damage. Karl, he'll blink in for it, and he'll pick it up as Playhard is unable to land the stun to try and get something out of this. And he gets another...
So, TNC, they're grouped up as 4. They're dedicating their heroes here. They've got level 6 in Febby. They need to find this fight.
Time walk away though. Whitemon, he's going to be there with the Nightmare if necessary. And now the TPs are in from T1. They're ready to force the fight. They've got Chrono. What? Savage. He hasn't found it. No, he has. He's got 3 targets in the first Chrono of the game. They'll drop the back wall, but it means absolutely nothing. They just chase them down. Means grip out. They've got the Wraith King. They've got everything they can ask for. Like Savage, he doesn't even go back for Young God. Eventually does. The Wraith King is actually running away, but eventually they will pick him up. At least in the first line. And there's your second now with the spear round from Cuckoo. They'll get another kill onto Young God. And TNC will fight for it. Like, look at this, T1. Smoked up, they found Young God, and Whitemon just bounces his way over the tree line. With the Tumbler's Toy, Febby, he's going to try and turn down, but you've got the Mortimer's Kisses up. They cannot sustain themselves through this amount of damage as Cuckoo comes in, cleans up again. They'll even just leave Playhard. Just leave him be. No need for the next assassin right now. It's Cuckoo. He'll be chased down nowhere. Want to try and find a trade, but Whitemon is going to put him to sleep. Or at least get a vacuum wall off onto the Pos 5 vein. But that's about all they've got so far. If that Whitemon, he's not dead yet, but does finally go down to Zephyr. He jumps back in. Not sure about that one with Savage. He's there with the two-man chrono now. Turn right back around onto Yoe with a big sonic wave onto Playhard and the Razor. It's just has. And we'll just walk right away. Zephyr will break the gap. Go in, the cookies off the box. Scatter blocks. Won't land either. Need more Cuckoo. Who are you going for? Young God, he'll put it up in. Time is there to save Zephyr. Who will run it under and down the home joint in. They've got baby friend up around the feed trip. They've already found the racing third fly for Karl. He's dropping low. He'll get a bit of up in time. He's out of there. Six on their way. They're from the court. And now he's off in trouble. He's tried to chase down Karl. You know how strong you are right now as T1, and there's no reason to back off. TNC, however, I mean, they've got to find a way to defend this mid-tier 1 tower, but I just don't see how you do it with Cuckoo. He's jumped in. They found Yoe straight off the bat, so that's your Razor gone, and now Playhard. He's going to try to run, but there's no really running here. Karl, he's on it. Cuckoo will take the kill. And now that with that either. Once Cuckoo, he'll run into Playhard. They don't have the protection yet. Back Playhard, he's going to try and go in, but Cuckoo, he got the BKB off in time. And we'll just taunt him. If he dances around the Nyx Assassin, they'll easily be able to pick their skill up. No problem here for Karl. Right into the mid-tier 2 tower they go. In fact, Karl, he wants to try and force some of the fight. He's onto Younger. Sonic Wave trying to push him back, but it's not going to work out. It pushes him onto the high ground instead. Karl, though, he's not done yet. He's into the tier 3 tower. He ends up killing off the disrupt. They've got everything. Apart from that Sonic Wave in the arena, but who cares? You've got the Chrono, you've got the Kisses, that's all you really need. TNC, they are on the low ground right now. This could be a bit of a disastrous position for them, and Savage is going to dump in another great Chrono. He found 2 primary targets and the Kisses. They are going to go right in for free. Already found the first life, and now Yoe. He's been caught out by Whitemon. He'll try to run with his BKB up at Savage, and Karl will just chase him down to the end of the earth. Eventually, he will drop as they continue now. The arena is back up. Zephyr, he does finally end up going down. Young God, in the meantime, is somehow still alive. In fact, they found the Aegis on Savage, but it won't matter. He'll respawn up, no problem, as Young God does finally drop it the second time. And Playhard, oh, he just bought. He just gets blown up immediately by Karl, as now a big smoke is there. T1, who have they found? Yoe, he gets caught out right in the BKB. They cannot stop Savage in this Chrono. He'll go after Playhard, but now the feed grip is up at the arena. Will also be dropped here by T1. Yoe just gets blown apart as they even found Xiao Yu. Young God, he's the only man left, but it's not looking great for him. He'll try to get underneath those T4 towers, but they're not safe either. Savage, he's happy to fight. Karl blinked in. Panic Storm's been dropped, but he's got the BKB up. He's just manning up here. He'll blink right back away, but now Savage is back in, but he rewinds again. Yoe, well, you know, onto Young God with the scatter blast. It's off the mark. Savage, he'll still move in. They've got the Chrono up if they need it. But they probably won't, considering how much damage Savage is doing right now. In fact, now the spear round does catch the Disruptor Febby. He's just going to die to the Mortimer's Kisses. And now they've got the Wraith King trapped up in the feed grip through the BKB out. Young God is gone. Yoe, he shows up with Savage. He gets another great Chrono. On the 2 heroes into the arena of Cuckoo. It's just clinical. It is an absolute clinic here as Xiao Yu gets a big vacuum off, but the GG's been called. They have seen enough. T1, they clean up game number 1 against TNC Predator. And I'll tell you what, John, it wasn't even close.
It really wasn't. T1 just played a masterclass game. You know, their execution